Okay, let's talk about something we all deal with: messy, scattered meeting notes. We're going to go on a little journey today, from that chaos to something, well, something kind of revolutionary: a living, intelligent brain for your entire company, all powered by AI. But let me start with a question for you. Seriously, think about this. The last great meeting you were in, the one with the breakthrough idea or that critical decision, where is that information right now? Is it buried in some random Google Doc, stuck in a Slack thread? Because for most companies, that's exactly where the best ideas just go to die. And that right there, that's the heart of the problem. Every single set of meeting notes is a potential gold mine. It's packed with intelligence, decisions, tasks, all the hidden links between people and projects. But we treat them like these static, dead files. The only thing you can do is a simple keyword search. We're leaving so much value just sitting on the table. So let's dig into this mess a little bit because it really is an untapped gold mine. And understanding just how big this problem is, that's the first step to figuring out how to unlock all that potential. The scale of this is kind of staggering when you think about it. Some experts say up to 80% of all the data in a company is unstructured. We're talking emails, presentations, and yeah, millions and millions of meeting notes. It's this massive, chaotic, but incredibly valuable pile of information that's just waiting for someone to make sense of it. And this chaos, it leads to all those frustrations we've definitely all felt. Information is siloed away in 10 different apps, so you can never find what you need. Key decisions just vanish into thin air a few weeks later. That brilliant idea from the marketing team? Yeah, engineering never even hears about it. And what's worse, these notes are always being changed, so you don't even know if you're looking at the latest version. So how in the world do we fix this? Well, it's not about finding some magic new app. It's about having a systematic playbook, a clear way to bring some order to the chaos and to build a solid foundation for something way, way more powerful. And that playbook, it really starts with 3 simple foundational steps that honestly any team can do. First, you standardize how you take notes. Second, you centralize where you keep them. And third, you integrate them with the tools where the actual work is happening, like Jira or Asana. And that first step, standardization, it's way simpler than it sounds. Just by using a basic template, something like this, you create consistency. All of a sudden, every single meeting note has a clear spot for decisions and action items. You're turning that messy, unstructured conversation into structured, predictable data right from the get-go. Okay, so once you have that foundation in place, now we can build something truly next level. See, once you've done the hard work of structuring your data, you've basically prepped it to be understood by AI. We can go beyond just organizing documents and start unlocking real intelligence with something called a knowledge graph. And this is a total paradigm shift. I mean, the old way is you search for a keyword, like budget, and you get back a list of 50 documents you have to read through. The new way? You ask a complex question, in plain English, like, hey, what tasks did Sarah get assigned across all meetings? And you get a direct, precise answer. It's a game changer. So what even is a knowledge graph? I absolutely love this analogy. Just think of it like a social network, but for your company's ideas. So instead of connecting people to other people, it connects people to the meetings they were in, the decisions that were made, and the tasks they were assigned. It's all about understanding the relationships. You know what? Let's build a really simple one right now, just to see how it works. Everything in a knowledge graph starts with something called a node. It's just a distinct piece of information. So our first node is a person, Sarah. Okay, next let's add another node. This time, it's an event she was a part of, the Q3 planning meeting. And finally, one more node. This one's a specific task that came out of that meeting, update roadmap. So right now, these are just 3 disconnected facts, kind of floating around in space. But this is where the magic happens. We connect them with relationships. Sarah attended the Q3 planning meeting. The meeting decided on the task to update the roadmap. And suddenly, we don't just have random data. We have context. We have a story. That is the power of a knowledge graph. Okay, so this seems pretty amazing, right? But you're probably wondering, how is it even possible to build this automatically from thousands of messy documents? Well, that is where the AI automation engine comes in. The whole process follows a really clear automated pipeline.
The system is always watching for new or changed notes. It splits them up into individual meetings, and then it uses a large language model, that's an LLM, which is an AI that's trained to understand language, to literally read the text and pull out all the key data. The people, the tasks, the decisions, and then finally, it just puts all those pieces together and builds out the knowledge graph.
But there's a huge challenge here, a really big one. Using a powerful AI to read thousands, maybe millions of documents every single day, well, that would be astronomically expensive. And for a long time, that cost has been the main reason we haven't seen these systems everywhere. And here it is. This is the key insight that makes the whole thing possible. It turns out in a typical company, only about 1% of documents actually change on any given day. The other 99%, they're just sitting there, completely untouched. And this one simple fact, this is the secret sauce. You don't need to reprocess everything every single day. By building a smart system that only processes what's new or what's changed, that's called incremental processing, you can slash your AI and computing costs by 99%. This is what makes the whole idea actually practical and affordable for a real business. So let's bring this all home and talk about the strategic payoff. What does it actually mean for your company to have this automated, self-updating brain? The true power here is that this whole pattern goes way beyond just meeting notes. I mean, imagine automatically spotting new customer issues just by analyzing support tickets. Or instantly connecting a decision that was made in an email to a task in your project plan. Any unstructured text, from research papers to competitive intel, can become a source of structured, queryable knowledge. When you step back, you've done something incredible. You've taken all these scattered, static documents that were basically impossible to search, and you've turned them into a single, living intelligence asset for your entire company. And the best part? It updates itself in real time as the work gets done. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What decisions, what connections, what brilliant ideas are hiding right now, completely untapped, inside your own company's documents?